Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. So I'm doing something a little bit different than my traditional makeup and beauty type related products, and this time I'm talking about hydration, which is actually a huge part of beauty and keeps our skin hydrated, supple and full and looking beautiful and radiant. And I think water and being hydrated is key. Now, a lot of you just think, oh, water, it's so boring. There's, and I agree. It's to drink a lot of water. It's just a bit like, oh, what am I going to drink? Well, I have actually come up with a whole bunch of concoctions that take water to a whole new level and also being sugar-free. If you're new to my channel, I try and live a very healthy lifestyle. I eat clean. I do have a background in fitness, sort of. I've been a fitness competitor, so I always try and keep healthy, and majority of it is based on my diet. So like I said, I eat clean and I don't eat sugar. Well, I try not to. And if I am going to have sugar, I'd rather it be like a dessert or something rather than a drink that's just loaded with sugar and calories that you just drink and it's gone. So I have come up with 8 different ideas that are just not plain boring water. So the first one I'm going to start off, it seems pretty obvious, but it's, you don't always think of, and it's teas. Now for me, I really enjoy drinking a tea in the evening, and for some people, myself included, I find evenings are when I really feel like snacking, grabbing a bag of chips or candy or popcorn or something like that, and that's when I tend to eat a lot of calories, and going to bed on a full stomach is not the best idea. So what I would do is drink teas. Now, if you're thinking back to years ago, you could pretty much get peppermint, lemon zinger, chamomile, and that was about the extent of it. Well, now there seems to be a huge influx of flavored teas, like Starbucks even carries them. So what I do is I like to drink a type of tea in the evening. And traditionally, I would like to do one that has some sort of medicinal benefits to me. I mean, yeah, there are some fun ones. For example, I have this vanilla one that I got from David's Tea, and it's quite delicious. Another thing I want to mention is I always drink caffeine-free drinks. I'm very sensitive to a lot of caffeine, so I always keep everything down to a minimum, and especially in the evenings, I want caffeine-free. So I tend to drink ones that have a little bit of benefits. Now, for example, Teami actually reached out to me and offered me some tea, and I looked at their website and they had a whole bunch of different types of, not medicinal, but having some sort of health benefits, which really, really appealed to me. I actually had a hard time choosing, but I ended up choosing the Relax version, and it's like a traditional chamomile, but there's also valerian root in there, which was very unusual to me. Because valerian is excellent for calming, de-stress, relaxation. So when I saw it had that, I definitely picked this one, even though there were some others that really appealed to me too, like digestive tea and tummy bloat and cleansing and all that kind of stuff, which really, like I said, appealed to me, but I went for the Relax. And they also had this really neat one that was called butterfly tea, and it actually changes colors, which would probably be quite fun. But like I said, I usually try and stick to ones that have some sort of benefits. So I've been really, really enjoying this. They also sent me this really cute diffuser that you just pop into your teacup, so that makes it a lot easier when you're dealing with loose leaf teas. I know sometimes people think, how do I use them? So any little diffuser like this, and Teami has kindly offered all my subscribers a 15% off coupon on their entire site, so I will link all that information below. Another type of tea that I enjoy having in the evenings is from this brand called Traditional Medicines. Now these I get at any grocery store, health food store. They're very easily available. I'm pretty sure I've even seen them on Amazon. This one in particular is called Smooth Move, and it is amazing for constipation. So just so you know, if you're a little bit off, have 1 cup of this in the evening, and it's fabulous. And it's not a like an urgency, like, you know, some medicines and things like that. It's just very natural, very gentle on the tummy and all that. It's a really nice tea. It kind of has a licorice taste if you don't like licorice. Keep that in mind. Another one I also enjoy in the evenings is Eater's Digest. It just helps with digestion, and if you kind of overate, overdid it, this is a nice one to have in the evenings. Now, as we're approaching summer months, I do like to have a big pitcher of iced tea in my fridge. What I used to do is I have this amazing pitcher here. It's glass. I got this from David's Tea, and it has a center diffuser right in the middle that you pop out. I don't know if they even carry this one anymore. I like that it's glass, although you can get a lot of them these days that aren't BPA, that are BPA free. This glass one, I will tell you, I have replaced about 2 or 3 times because it is glass. It has broken a couple times. But I like to make a big jug of iced tea. So I would do, you know, fun flavors like this vanilla. If you go to David's Tea, they have a million different teas and different flavors and fun ones, birthday cake and all kinds of stuff. Like I said, I try and keep mine kind of some sort of health benefit. But what I used to love to do in this pitcher is put green tea. So I would put about 4 green tea sachets. Costco makes an amazing one by Kirkland, and it has half matcha, so it has the powder in there and the green tea bag. It's amazing. I don't have any on hand because I am so sensitive to caffeines. I have 1 coffee a day, and that's my limit. I used to love drinking iced green tea during the day, but I haven't been doing that because of my caffeine. But you should definitely try it, and then you're getting in the health benefits of green tea. So I highly recommend it. So that is number 1, teas. Number 2, so sorry, I have notes. I don't usually script my videos, but I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. The next one is sparkling flavored waters. Now I know Perrier makes really nice ones. They have a lemon and a grapefruit. I'm not quite sure what's in. I think maybe they have sodium or something because I tend to blow up from them. I'm very sensitive to sodium as well, and salt and all that kind of stuff. So I personally love this one. It's called Croix, and it is a sparkling water, no sugar. It's just flavored water. So this one is one of my favorites. It's coconut, so it tastes very similar to coconut water, which I do love, but it is laden in sugar. If you read the ingredients, you'd be shocked. I used to drink it because everyone was raving about coconut water, and then I read what was in it. I was like, wow, that's too much sugar. So now I get the beautiful taste of coconut. These come in a million different flavors. There's grapefruit and raspberry and all sorts. I've tried a bunch of them. They're all delicious, but the coconut is probably my favorite. And it's just a nice, refreshing, sparkling drink to sit on your patio in the summertime. It's just like a little bit of extra something, and it's nice and refreshing if you want to enjoy a nice sparkling beverage. So the next one is BCAAs, and this is probably my favorite drink. I'm actually drinking it right now. And I've shown this on my channel in empties many times, and it is an amino acid, a branched chain amino acid. Now, I used to drink this when I was training. I had a certain time of day I was supposed to drink it. I think it was pre-workout, post-workout, and all that kind of stuff, and it was certain measurements. But these days, I put a scoop of this along with a scoop of glutamine, and glutamine, sorry, my nose is itchy. Glutamine is really great for healing your gut. I used to follow a lot of paleo bloggers. I was really into paleo quite a few years ago, and I really enjoyed it. And a lot of them used to talk about glutamine. It's flavorless, odorless. You just put it in your water and that's it. But I mix it with my BCAAs, which does have a flavor. And I put it in this jug. Now, I got this jug from Walmart. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. I got this jug from Walmart. So what I do is at night, I fill my jug with water. I put not quite a full scoop of this because it is quite sweet. I'll show you the scoop that's inside here just to give you an idea of how much. This is the scoop. I do it maybe 3/4 full for this entire jug, which is just over 2 liters. I put that in my fridge. I actually make 2 of them. My goal is to drink 2 of those a day. I usually get to about 1.5, but my goal is 2. And I just drink it through the day. It's already prepped in my fridge. It's nice and cool and refreshing. I just love it, and that's my favorite drink. And it has no sugar, but it is sweet. I have no idea what the sweetener is. It might be stevia or something like that, because I am allergic to fake sugars. That's another thing. So a lot of things that have 0 calories and 0 sugar tend to have aspartame and Splenda and that kind of thing, which I cannot drink. So this does not have any of that. It comes in a bunch of different flavors. I particularly like this brand, but there's a million brands out there that sell this kind of product. It's called Branch Chain Amino Acids, and I love it. So another one that I found, I'm not even sure if they still make this anymore, but there's a million of them out there, and they're called water drops. This one is by the brand called Sweetleaf, and it's made with stevia. Now, stevia is a natural sweetener. It's made from a certain leaf, I believe. It does have a funny zing to it. You have to kind of acquire a taste for it because it is very unusual than traditional sugar sweetener. But it has 0 calories and it's very, very refreshing. So sometimes I would squirt a little tiny drop of this into water just to give me a little bit of a taste of something, and I really, really enjoyed it. There are other ones on the market, Crystal Lite. I can't drink that because it has aspartame, and I really don't think that's doing anybody any favors. But if you're in a pinch, it does flavor your water beautifully. My husband used to really enjoy the Mia ones, Mio maybe. I don't really care for those kind of things because, like I said, they do have fake sugars, which I think are quite poisonous, but they are out there. But this one is made with stevia leaf, which is fantastic to me. The next one, I had a trainer, this was about 20 years ago, and she told me I needed to up my water levels, and I was like, oh, but it's so boring. And she said, you know what I do, and it's a fantastic way to get your water in, is to have I do a big jug of it, and she would put, squeeze a lemon in there, whether it's real lemon or get like that bottled, called real lemon itself, and you would squeeze it in there and drop some stevia. So I have this powdered stevia here, and I also have some drops. These ones are caramel. I thought maybe I might like it in my coffee, but I didn't. But just to give you the idea, she would just use plain stevia. So it was just like a lemonade, and it was so delicious. I used to drink that by the bucket load because it just helped me to get my water in, and then it has a little bit of nutritional benefits by having that lemon, which is so good for your skin. It's good for cleansing. However, for me, you guys, I have all these problems. I overdid lemon. I used to drink a full lemon every morning when I woke up. I would have hot water with lemon, and it stripped all the enamel off my teeth and made my teeth so sensitive. So now I'm so afraid of lemon. I just don't really drink it at all anymore, but when I did, it was so delicious. So just don't overdo it like I did. I literally had a full lemon a day. I would cut it up, squeeze it, and then I would quickly glug it back just before I would have my coffee. And yeah, my skin looked amazing, but my teeth really suffered. So just be careful with lemon. So the next one is kind of on the same note of the lemon and water, is filling a big jug of water and putting a splash of juice. Juices are so heavily sweetened. It's unbelievable. I just brought this one down here just to remind myself. This is a blueberry juice. I always keep it in my fridge in case we have visitors and they didn't want alcohol. It's just a nice alternative, I guess, but it's incredibly high in sugar. All juices are. Whenever kids come to my house, I always water the juice down because I think that's just way too much sugar. So if you have a large glass of water and just put a splash of cranberry, and I'm talking like, you know, maybe a tablespoon to a huge glass, and it just gives it just a little bit of flavor and just a little bit of something, so it's not just so plain boring water. And then another one, this is new to me. So I have kind of gotten into that collagen craze. I don't know if any of you guys are doing that and putting collagen in your coffee. I've been doing it since the fall, I think. I honestly don't know if there's any benefits to it, and I have read a lot of articles on it, and it seems to be the consensus is there isn't really any scientific proof that it does anything. But I don't think it could hurt, and it does have a bit of protein in it, so I don't think, I'm sure there's some sort of little bit of benefit, so why not? So anyway, this new one that I found, A lady I like to watch on YouTube and on Instagram, her name is My Life Wendy. She posted this. It's from Vital Proteins, and I have tried their plain collagen that I would put in my coffee, and now I see that they brought out flavored ones for water. Now this one in particular is Melon Mint. It has a teeny amount of sugar. I looked at this, I think it's 2 grams of sugar. So when I first got it, I only used 1 scoop because I didn't want it to be super sweet. So this is the size of the scooper. It tells you to use 2 scoops as a portion. So the next time I made it, I then put 2 scoops. I will be honest, it doesn't dissolve very nicely. You have to put it in a shaker cup, like a protein shake cup, and really shake it because it is a little bit lumpy. This one in particular, the Melon Mint, I can only taste mint. It just tastes like peppermint tea, like if it was cold peppermint tea. I really don't taste any of the melon, but there is a lavender lemon and there's also a strawberry lemon. My Life Wendy had strawberry lemon and she loved it. So I might give that one a try next time. I don't think I chose well by choosing the melon mint. And also on a side note, I ordered that one from Beautylish. I typically don't order a lot from Beautylish. I live in Canada and it is a little bit more expensive to order from them because they charge you duties and exchange and all that kind of stuff. But this product was cheaper on Beautylish than on Canadian Amazon. On Canadian Amazon, it was double the price. So just so you know. So I did get that from Beautylish, and at the same time, so I could get free shipping, I picked up some of my regular collagen stuff that I put in my coffee every day. And last but not least, this is veggie greens. And typically these veggie green things, they're pretty awful if you've had just the regular one, but they have so many nutrients and vitamins and minerals in here. They have so many, I can't say the word, cruciferous vegetables. So if you're like me and it's hard for you to get all of them in, I try and eat something green every single day. And on days that I miss, I definitely up on my veggie greens. I also put this in my smoothie every day, but you can also just have it with plain water. And this one, the pineapple coconut, tastes like a pina colada. It is amazing. They have a berry one as well. It's okay, but this one, it just tastes so beautiful, so tropical. And if you put it in a glass where you can't see that it's green, you just think you're drinking something kind of coconutty, and it's really quite delicious. And it just has so many health benefits. So I try and drink this. I always take this with me on vacation if I know I'm going to be indulging a lot and probably not getting in all the greens that I should. And that way it's a quick and easy fix. I just dump it in some water and chug it back and it's done. So those are my 8 favorite ways to get hydrated and have a few more health benefits, and it's not just plain boring water and very low sugar. Now, another thing to keep in mind is make sure you have a water bottle for transport. I know it's all well and good to drink your drinks at home, you get them all in, but when you're out on the run, that's when you end up grabbing whatever is convenient and available. Like I said, Starbucks now is starting to carry these drinks, but they're laden with sugar. Most of them have flavored syrups in them. You can't ask for no sweetener, but sometimes it's a little more difficult. Or you go through the drive-thru and just grab something to drink. So if you take a water bottle with you, it will help you to make sure you get all your drinks in and keep hydrated. I always keep a bottle with me in my car. This one I absolutely love because it's a Yeti, because I love that it has a straw. I personally like having straws, especially if I'm driving. And this one keeps my drink cold, even in boiling hot summer days. I just keep it and it's nice and cool. However, this particular one doesn't fit in my cup holder, so it kind of drives me crazy. I do have this one from Contigo, which I also really like. It has that straw, but this one doesn't keep your drink cool, but it fits in my cup holder. And then last but not least, I got this one from a FabFitFun box. It's one of the Sip by Swell bottles, and this one is fantastic. It doesn't leak. It's nice and small, so it actually fits in my purse. I can take it in places with me, which is also kind of a challenge, as I'm thirsty when I'm out doing errands, and if you're in a mall or something, and that's when you end up picking up sugary drinks or things that aren't particularly good for you. So I try and keep this one in my purse, and it, even if it tips over, it doesn't leak, which I really, really like, and it keeps your beverage nice and cold. So I think that's really important too, is having a good water bottle that you can transport with you. I also have this huge Hydroflask, and I actually take that with me if we go to people's houses. I know they think I'm nuts, but I come with this big, huge bottle so that I'm not tempted to drink other things and things that I shouldn't be. And that way I can stay nice and hydrated. So I hope this helped you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to add a little bit more of inside beauty as well as outside beauty to my channel, and you guys seem to be enjoying it. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!